And there you can see the enormity of what appears to be a secondary explosion. Whether that was, it could well be the first explosion, because it may have been a fire just before it, but
We are closing out a week that has seen more new COVID cases in America than in any week since the pandemic began. And Americans are becoming more worried. Our new ABC News poll with Ipsos finds more than 3 in 4 Americans are concerned about contracting the virus, the highest levels in a month. And for the first time in nearly 2 months, the White House task force will brief the nation. That will be this afternoon.
And new cases hitting a record for the second straight day. More than, listen to this, 39,000 new infections.
This is where quick thoughts, y'all. I sometimes I feel like true evolution of humanity will be when humanity no longer exists. I think that's when we'll be and figured it out. Like, the worst thing we can possibly do is procreate, because all we're doing is reliving the traumas. You know, it's little victories here and there. It's every now and then you find a story that'll give you a little bit of hope, but like overall as a species, like we've been doing from the start, because it's not different. There is no progress. There is no change. And that's why you hear things like it's nothing new under the sun. Like, I'm just realizing, man, or, you know, for as much as things change, they stay the same. It kind of seems like it's a little bit of change happening, but like, if you know your history, we've been through all of this before. So what's really changing? You know, we going through the same traumas, putting future generations through the same traumas. Of course, I believe in the power of healing, but you know, the mass of the serum that we would need for the entire world. Like, I read a book called The Art of Selfishness, and that completely changed like my mind on like how I feel about selfishness. And like, I always grew up thinking selfishness was just a terrible thing, and then I realized you kind of need some selfishness to survive. It's like, it's really important to survival is being able to just focus on yourself, make sure that you're good, take care of yourself. But I guess what I realized is like motive has a lot to do with it. Your reasoning, what's propelling you to be selfish in the first place. And I think a lot of people just don't have balance. Like, one of the things outside of being tired, one of the things that I have said a lot recently is that I think everybody want to be understood. But show me the people that want to take the time to understand. That's making a difference. We all want to be heard. We all want to be understood. We all want somebody out there to just, if not share our point of view, at least pay attention to it, validate it in some kind of way. If not, you just keep it to yourself. For the people that share it, you open yourself up to a lot. But it's really hard to find people that are willing to open it up and make it a fair exchange. You are not more important than the situation. But people don't know how to take a step back and realize it's bigger than me. Go deal with your stuff on your own, or take it to a licensed therapist, some professional, somebody you can really talk to. Everybody don't have to deal with that. Everybody in this world is not here to cater to you and your needs and your views and opinions and your thoughts. We all have them. Because it's kind of a weird balance. You need to feel a sense of self-importance. I don't believe in humility. I feel like that's like a low sense of self-worth, being humble. It's really reducing yourself. And I think that's just to appease the egos of others. And some people that lack humility, who I think we should all model ourselves after. But the point to it all is balance, and I think that's what we need to be striving to find, is a balance in this world. I think the world is chemically imbalanced, but also there are people going through a lot of things, and a lot of people need help. They don't know how to express what they're going through, fighting a lot of demons, if you will, just generational curses, the everyday struggle of life. There's a lot of things. And of course, now this year, 2020, has been totally different. Who's ever had to live through this kind of pandemic? Some of the posts, some of the behavior you see from people, there's a lot of angry people right now. There's a lot of people that are confused. Our lives have seriously been interrupted. And it's kind of tough to figure out how to crawl your way back to some sort of normalcy, because nothing is normal about this right now. I just see a lot of people struggling right now. I see a lot of people that really need help. And where does it come from? There was a man walking in the middle of the street in the middle of the night. Argument started over a dog. And by the end of that, this man was talking about he just wanted to die. He was wishing death on his damn self. Nobody else. He wanted to go. He said his mama died when he was 14. He just wanted to go where she went. Now that's hopeless. And that's what people really living with right now, man, where they don't even want to live. What's the point? We out here on the treadmill, going nowhere. If you believe in Jesus, you're still waiting on that Savior to come. In the meantime, what? Tell people you'll pray for them or whatever. This is just a really hopeless time, man. There's a lot of people that's just out of answers, out of options, out of hope. I feel like hope is just an illusion anyway, but sometimes an illusion can carry you where you need to go. Sometimes you need to lie to yourself until you get where you're going. Believe something until it becomes an actuality. I think there's some ways where it's possible for this world to be a better place, but in my reality, I don't see it happening. But I really don't think too highly of humans as a species. I love plenty of people, I speak highly of plenty of people, but as a whole, and all of the evidence that we have of our existence on this earth, it amounts to what? It can all be washed away tomorrow. And it's like we're never here. We never existed. We never mattered. And I kind of think we don't. But that's just me. I know the tone of this is unacceptable to some people that want to keep things optimistic. But when do you ever just really look at the world we live in? It's awful. This is a terrible place. It's not just here in America, although this is like the show right now. You know, plenty of empires had their turn. But, man, this one is going down just like they did. We never learn.